that she realised she was lost. She could no longer see the familiar shape of Herondale Manor through the trees. She spun around in a panic. The forest no longer seemed magical. Instead, the trees loomed above like threatening ghosts. She thought she could hear the chatter of unearthly voices through the rustle of leaves. The clouds had come out and covered the moon. She was alone in the dark. Lucie was brave, but she was only 10. She gave a little sob and began to run in what she thought was the right direction. But the forest only grew darker, the thorns more tangled. One caught at her nightdress and ripped a long tear in the fabric. She stumbled and fell. It felt like Alice's fall into Wonderland, though it was much shorter than that. She tumbled head over heels and hit a layer of hard, packed dirt. With a whimper, she sat up. She was lying at the bottom of a circular hole that had been dug into the earth. The sides were smooth and rose several feet above the reach of her arms. She tried digging her hands into the dirt that rose on every side of her and climbing up it the way she might shinny up a tree, but the earth was soft and crumbled away in her fingers. After the 5th time she tumbled from the side of the pit, she spied something white gleaming from the sheer side of the dirt wall. Hoping it was a root she could climb up, she bounded toward it and reached to grasp it. Soil fell away from it. It wasn't a root at all, but a white bone, and not an animal's. "Don't scream," said a voice above her. "It'll bring them." She threw her head back and stared. Leaning down over the side of the pit was a boy, older than her brother James, maybe even 16 years old. He had a lovely melancholy face and straight black hair without a hint of curl. The ends of his hair almost touched the collar of his shirt. "Bring who?" Lucie put her fists on her hips. "The fairies," he said. "This is one of their pit traps. They usually use them to catch animals, but they'd be very pleased to find a little girl instead." Lucie gasped. "You mean they'd eat me?" He laughed. "Unlikely, though you could find yourself serving fairy gentry in the land under the hill for the rest of your life, never to see your family again." He wiggled his eyebrows at her. "Don't try to scare me," she said. "I assure you, I speak only the perfect truth," he said. "Even the imperfect truth is beneath me." "Don't be silly either," she said. "I am Lucie Herondale. My father is Will Herondale, and a very important person. If you rescue me, you will be rewarded." "A Herondale," he said. "Just my luck." He sighed and wriggled closer to the edge of the pit, reaching his arm down. A scar gleamed on the back of his right hand, a bad one, as if he had burned himself. "Up you go." She grasped his wrist with both her hands, and he hauled her up with surprising strength. A moment later they were both standing. Lucie could see more of him now. He was older than she'd thought, and formally dressed in white and black. The moon was out again, and she could see that his eyes were the colour of the green moss on the forest floor. "Thank you," she said, rather primly. She brushed at her nightdress. It was quite ruined with dirt. "Come along now," he said, his voice gentle. "Don't be frightened. What shall we talk about? Do you like stories?" "I love stories," said Lucie. "When I grow up, I'm going to be a famous writer." "That sounds wonderful," said the boy. There was something wistful about his tone. They walked together through the paths under the trees. He seemed to know where he was going, as if the forest was very familiar to him. He must be a changeling, Lucie thought wisely. He knew a great deal about fairies, but was clearly not one of them. He had warned her about being stolen away by the fair folk, which must be what had happened to him. She would not mention it and make him feel awkward. It must be dreadful to be a changeling, and to be taken far away from your